Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Charles here, and welcome to another great show. We've been talking about this whole week food, food, food. Yes, and I'm going to be talking about food again. It's my favorite thing to talk about. It's my favorite thing to do. And this week, it's all about having fun. We want to thank everybody that's been joining in, talking about the food, and interested in coming on. All right. But without further ado, I said, let's try to find somebody outside of town. Maybe you're traveling and you want to find somebody. Where can I go eat? Well, I got the person for you. Please welcome to the show. Make some noise.
Hey. Thank you, Charles. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How you doing, my friend?
I am good. I am good. Good morning. Buenos dias to you and all that good stuff. Wagwan.
All right. I told everybody from out of town, real quick, tell everybody where you're calling in from.
I'm calling in from Vancouver, British Columbia, in a smaller suburb of Surrey. So this is where we are, 3,294 kilometers away from you, brother.
There you go. There you go. Okay. So if you're heading out of town, that's where you got to go. All right. Forget the nitty gritty. Let's dive into it. Born and raised, where are you from?
I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. That is where I'm from in the States. I have two mothers. One is the one from that is American. And we'll get into my story a little bit more about my Jamaican mothers. That's the one who adopted me and maybe her own opinion in there. So those are the two women who I get my love for food and culture for and who I honor my restaurant with.
There you go. There you go. So growing up then, did you always want to be, the restaurant owner, or what'd you think that you're going to be when you're growing up?
I knew I was going to be in business. I knew we didn't have much money growing up, and there were still things I wanted to do. Like I played tennis growing up, and tennis is a very expensive sport. Rackets, $200, $300, $400, $500. Plus, we lived in a cold area, so you have to get court time and with pros, blah, blah, blah. So the only way I could do it is we would have fundraisers and selling candy. And I always came in first place every single time because they told me we could go to the tournament. We could go, and get new clothes, get new shoes, new rackets. And that's all I really wanted. So I was able to sell for that at that time. And then it grew into something. And I realized that I would always do my own business somewhere.
So you're basically telling me you have a wicked backhand.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I love for people to challenge it. Let's go. I mean, I have no problem. Okay. I'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere.
The challenge has been set, everybody. Putting it out there, the challenge has been set.
Hey.
All right. So tell us, when did it start? Like, when did you say, I got to get in? There's an opportunity. What did you see an empty building? Did you see an opportunity? Like, how'd you get into the restaurant business?
Well, when I got to Canada almost 8-9 years ago, we almost had a decade now that I think about it. And I knew I wanted to have my own business here. So I was trying to figure out what I would do. And I knew I was good at business. I got a business background, a couple of degrees, and I wanted to actually put it in practice. And I remember when I went to university, again, didn't have any money at university. So I opened my own corner store. We call it The Stove. And that's when the George Foreman grills were out and they were really big then. And so I was making grilled chicken sandwiches. The men's basketball team, the football team, the women's basketball team, everybody was coming every single night. It was a big thing on campus. And so I realized maybe 10 or 15 years later when I was getting ready for, when I came here trying to figure out what I could do, what can I do? I can cook chicken really, really well. So I'm going to go back to Jamaica a couple of times. Went to a couple of nights. I was there, a couple of vacations, and I started sitting with people to see what they did. One of the national treasures is Jamaican jerk chicken. I said, I can do that. So I started studying with other people. When mother would cook, when she wanted to cook, I would go buy all the groceries because I was like, let's buy more. Let's don't just buy here. Let's cook for everybody and see what they say. Started cooking it there. And then I brought it back here and I was like, you know what? 98% of the people in Canada will never go to Jamaica. So what an opportunity for us to bring Jamaica here to them. And that's what I started to do. Created my own thing. 2 years later, here we are, ranked number 1 in BC.
All right. Now, I have to admit, everybody, I don't care if you're listening or you're watching this like a year from now, everybody had a George Foreman grill. Okay. Like,
hey, everybody did.
Mine is still upstairs. I still use it. So, big shots out there going, that man knew what he was doing when he made that.
Yes, he was. He did.
So it's great. But I can just imagine you sitting there with a George Foreman grill, the football team, the basketball teams coming out, and you're just the lid, and you're just hitting the lid, and what was the that just said, "Oh man, I got this."
The market will always tell you where you are. The market will never lie to you, right? It's our own pride and ego that may or may not listen to the market. So I would have enough money for 24. I would buy frozen chicken, season it up, and then put it on the grill. I actually had 2 of the big grill, George Foreman grills. We started making money. And once we started making money, I would buy another one. And at the height of it, I either had 3 or 4 of them. I had 2 big ones, 3 big ones, and 1 small one. And we were cooking every single day. And so then what would happen is I had them sold before I even made them. Before I even made any one thing, they were all sold. So shout out to a dear friend from years ago. We went to uni together. Her name was Lori. Lori's like, I'm coming here for the women's basketball team. It's 15 of them. We want all 15. And then, I'll let you know if we got more, but I know you only sell 24. So we want 15, bro. And when everybody moved out the way, I say move, she had to be about 120 pounds. Everybody moved out the way for her. She came to pick up she paid and everything, bro. So I ramped it up to 50. I was probably making 200 sandwiches a night.
Yeah.
That's love.
So where did you find the spot? What was the market? Like you said, I need to put the spot here. Like where's the spot located in your area, and why?
I'll tell you where. So if you're looking for this super big edifice, we don't have a super big edifice right now. As a matter of fact, I started in the middle of the pandemic. I think it was a very courageous thing to do. I was just tired of sitting at home, and I saw how the restaurants, how they pivoted, how they moved, how they were still making money. And I said, I want to do the same thing. So you have to go through Fraser Health. You have to find a venue, which is what I found. And you have to use, and you got to get the city of Surrey to get in Vancouver as well, Vancouver Health for the health department. So everybody checks it off. And then we got started. I told them what I do. And we're located like at 5337 180th Street. If you look up Tommy's Jerk, it'll pinpoint any of those. It'll pinpoint and show us where we are. So I rent a commercial kitchen is what I do. That's one of the things I do. And the food is prepped outside. Jerk come from the smoke. You gotta smoke it. 49 weeks a year we're open, or 50 weeks we're open. I'm outside, rain, sleet, hail, or snow. We get 6 months of rain here. And I'm outside cooking, fighting with that fire and out there cooking, but it's to give you the same flavor, just like backyard. Just like if you close your eyes, bathing suit, best friend, blue drinks, blue hats, toes in the sand, no phone service. That's what it is when you take a bite of this right here. And so we started. So we in the back. It's behind the church, behind the warehouse, in the back, behind the parking lot. That's what we serve out of right there. We got okays from everybody, the board, everybody. Down the way that's so. We are number 1 in BC and probably the top 3 in Canada, way back there. But it's because we keep the same process. Go ahead.
So you did a double. You're giving them a blessing in the food and a blessing from the church because you're right behind the church.
Hey, won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Woo!
All right, let's get some fun. Let's get some more fun to get to know you a little bit better. It is time. It is time for rapid fire. Rapid fire works like this. You got 2 minutes on the clock. And in those 2 minutes, I'm going to ask you some questions. You can elaborate on the questions, but remember, you got to get through all those questions in just 2 minutes. But here's the funny thing. You get to ask your own questions. What question set would you like? A, B, C, or D?
D.
D. All right, here we go. 2 minutes on the clock starts
Let's
now.
Go.
If you could be any animal, which animal would you be?
Ant.
An ant.
They're the most relentless. You can do whatever you want to. You can kill all of them. They're still going to go around that rock and keep going and get that bread. They're going to get that bread. Let's go next question.
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Consistent, persistent, ambitious, driven. Number 1.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate all day.
Favorite dessert?
Creme brulee.
Favorite meat to cook?
Chicken.
favorite dish to eat?
Jerk chicken pizza that I make.
Jerk chicken pizza. Okay, we got to come back to that. Here's the big one. Jerk chicken with rice and peas or white rice?
Rice and peas. Rice and peas.
And how are you supposed to say it? Peas and rice or rice and peas?
Rice and peas, rice and peas, rice and peas, rice and peas. You're gonna get this interview cut off. They first trying to figure out how this is. Why is it not working? It's rice and peas, everybody. Love you.
All right. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
If you can cook for anybody, past or present, to give them the taste
Barack
of your
Obama.
Oh my God, I didn't even finish that one. Why Barack
And Justin
Obama?
Trudeau. I cook, but I want to cook for Justin. I do want to cook for Justin.
You want to cook for Justin Trudeau?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the very favorite food outside of the Caribbean food. What's your favorite food?
Probably. Oh God, I just love. Right now, I'm feeling. Korean. Is what I'm feeling right now. I've been doing some infusing with that. But yeah.
There you go. With 10 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go. I appreciate your respect, baby. Bless up everything, Iris.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to dive into your website, dive into what we are going there to eat. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Why is a restaurant week your favorite time of the year?
Yes. We are back live and we're talking about Restaurant Week. That's right. Restaurant Week is coming to you by Blacks. We want to thank them so much for putting this together. It's a phenomenal idea. Restaurant Week is November 14th to the 20th. It's all there. And if you want more information, we're going to just go to the website right here. That's where it is. That's where you got to get all the information, styles, everything. So let's bring it up. All right. Talk to us. I see. Here's this. I have to be honest. I popped this website open, and I'm seeing like the videos of all videos. I was like, wait a minute, is this the right website? Like, well, hold on. Let me go back. Let me just check this website out. I'm like, yeah, this is the website. So talk to us about this website.
Okay, first of all, shout out to the people who helped me with it, the Black Business Association of BC. Shout out to the Rich and the whole group there. They helped me along with this, man. Listen, what I want to do, I love to cook and I love people. Those are the two things, and they help me along with this. But let's speak to the website. There's that good-looking guy right there, that really, really good-looking guy. Check out the Superman charm. He keep it. That's the reason he's super. He didn't get that on accident. But we just want to make sure that everybody has a great experience, right? Because you've never gone to Jamaica, because you may not ever go, there is an opportunity for us to bring it here to you. And that is what we want you to do. When you come to Vancouver, when you get off that plane, you have a bunch of things you need to do. You may want to make a trip and find other things to do and make sure you stop at Tommy's Jerk. But there are things we do. I wanted to make it as simple as possible. Number one, we do Jamaican jerk chicken. Jerk come from the smoke. It will always be smoked. We're not putting anything in an oven. We're not picking it. See that picture right there? It's a grill down there. Yeah. I got them 4 or 5 grills. Those grills going. We keep a line of people. Don't worry about the line. The number one thing that matters to me is you having a great experience when you come. That's the chicken right there. So, number 2, amazing food. Amazing food. So I'm always working on it, always infusing, working with other people. The third thing is nobody wants to wait on a meal 45 minutes. Take 4 to 6 minutes, depending on my line. If it's a long line, maybe 8 minutes. But find somebody to talk to. It's what it is. But we do chicken, we do beef. I jerk both of them. And here, when you have those, you can do chicken, you can do beef, you can do a combo of both at no additional charge. From those right there, those 2 options, you can choose a taco. We want it to be creative and innovative. And that's where it came from. It really come from at home at Thanksgiving. We all eat a leg and a thigh. That's what we do traditional. But none of the kids were eating legs and thighs. We did, the older kids and parents now, but they didn't. So I told Mama, I said, Mama, let's just take the meat off of the bone. And then let's take time and just serve it boneless. Boom, just like that, all the meat gone. So instead of Mama being happy, Mama wasn't happy. She was smacking her lips. I was like, Mama, just let's be happy that they ate. But what they taught me was a lesson that we have a thing. So if I was able to grill the same chicken and I was able to figure out a way, like that right there is a chicken taco. So what that is we're going to take a 9-inch or 12-inch for burrito shell, and melt a whole heap of put cheese on there, put a whole heap of meat on there, lettuce, peach and mango salsa, and top it with a little jerk barbecue sauce. If you look at those pictures on Google, you'll see how big that is. That's a beautiful picture right there. That was taken by shout out to the Surrey Eats, the top foodie. That was one of the original pictures right there when we very first started with me putting sauce on top of a jerk chicken thing, where it used to just be a thing. It used to be a wrap and some barbecue sauce and chicken. But then we evolved. See the lettuce in there, see the salsa inside of there, and making amazing pictures. So we've had the top foodies come from Vancouver. The BC Lions have been there. The Whitecaps have been there. We're constantly catering. That right there is a nacho. We do a Doritos. So it's deconstructed. It's a bag of Doritos, hot nacho cheese on one side, and the meat on the other side. The other side is the cold side, which is the bag of Doritos with shredded cheese and shredded lettuce. That's somebody who put it together and made a pretty picture for us and showed us what it is. I just decided I'm really, really good at this right here, and I'm obsessed with it. You will not be able to say the word Jamaican jerk chicken in the next 2 years without saying my name. And that's in the entire country. We're going global next. So don't slip up and get got. We coming for the #1 spot. Charles, I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, all right. So there it is. Now, quick question. Do you do deliver? Is there an order? You can order online. Can you deliver? I see here you got door dashes and everything. Talk about how that works out.
So we use delivery partners, and that is how we it gets pretty busy, and I'm not able to have I don't have a team of deliveries people. So what I decided to do was use them and see how it works, and it's worked for us. Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, and DoorDash. We're pretty fast. We're on most loved for one of them. I forgot. One of them is top placement. The other one is top billing, whatever it is. And so, yeah, I'm committed to giving you an experience. See the kids right there. I absolutely love kids. So when kids come up, they love me and hug on me, and I love them too. And so, I just want to make sure you have a good experience. That's what separates us from everybody else. So, yeah. That's just us in a nutshell.
All right. Just wanted to make sure that you deliver and how far you go, because I'm in Toronto. So when I order, I want to make sure it comes to me hot. That's all.
God, the truth be told, I'll be in Toronto in 3 weeks. I'll bring you some if you want me to, bro. We can make it right.
That's what we're talking about. So, hey, if you want some food, there you go. Restaurant Week, November the 14th to the 20th. Make sure you head on down there. Listen, send them an email. Say, listen, I saw you on the show. We have a couple of events coming up next year. You might want him to cater to a couple of events. You know what I mean? You could see how fun he is, the spirit he has for the community. He's there to help the community out. So, send him an email. Say, hey, we saw you on the show. You think he'll be great for this event? Call him up. You know what I mean? We want to thank you. Check for more information. Go by buyblacks.com to get all the information. And if you just want to go straight to the website, there it is. Lick your lips right on the website and go on down and tell them I sent you. Say, I saw you on the Charles Matthews Show. I need some jerk chicken tacos. I need some whatever you got going on at that time. What's funny to me is I want to try the chip bag. I don't know why. I just want it just looks different. I just want to try that one. That's the one I want to try when I get down there. That's the one right there. Oh, that looks different. All right, my friend, it's been an honor and a pleasure. We thank you so much for joining us. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
No, I'm thankful for all the people who have been here for me. I didn't do this alone. You will see more and more of us. Right now, we are ranked #1 in BC, #3 in all of Canada. I won't stop until we're #1, and then we're going global, right? To everybody, if I had to shout out one person more than anything, I shout out my twin brother, who was my heart and my soul. He's been there since the beginning. From the cradle, baby, to the grave. I love you, brother. Bless up everything. I told you we ain't stopping. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. We bless it, and every time. Tell a friend. It's coming up soon. Restaurant Week, November 14th to the 20th. All right. We'll see you next time.
Y'all visit a restaurant. See you next time.
Tell them we're coming.
Has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely